Hey, so hi. Today is day 1 of 42 of getting myself a bit more grounded, and yeah, I didn't know that today I was going to be talking about the topic I am until this morning. So what it is, hang on a minute, we're going to talk about the impact untrue statements can have on a person's well-being. And this comes, I actually didn't think I was going to be talking about this today at all, but this morning I woke up and I laid in bed and I felt really, really sad about this situation. And I made a post on my Facebook page which reads, I'll put it in the comments. And it's a situation, so I was working as a teacher in training in a preschool ECE environment, and I believe in education. I didn't just education's been in my family for many, many, many years. Over here I've got, this is my granddad's 2 degrees. He was a teacher. And over here I've got my nana's teaching diploma. She was a teacher, and education and being taught has just always been a big part of my life, and I was encouraged to go and achieve what I wanted, so I became a social worker. And I done that for I want to say about 10 years. I worked in social services. It could have been a little bit longer. And I left that due to direct trauma. I was, and that's a whole nother video. That's another video. So I won't go into that right now. And I've done some business courses up here. I mean, I believe in bettering myself and education, and that's absolutely fine. But I was working as a teacher in training, which will be the next certificate to add to my kitty, or my collection, at this daycare centre. And I mean, I just wanted to complete my studies and do my job. I was there for the parents and for the children, and it became apparent that there was just systematic things wrong. In May, someone had gone to the Ministry of Education, and I think there were 2 or 3. I don't even really know the details too much because it wasn't me. But we're coming to that. Someone went and made complaints about stuff in May. I'd only just started in May. And by August the 31st, I was out of there. And I mean, I guess I was, I was held responsible, or people, they were saying that it was me who made one of the complaints, and that was not true. And this was spread to my colleagues, to parents of children that attended the daycare, who went and told people in the community that I live in, that my family lives in. It was horrific. And then obviously I started to get really anxious, because it's horrible when people are saying shit about you that's not true. And I made a complaint in the end because of the unprofessional behaviour of these rumours. And I just want to say that if everything's all good and you're running an okay show, you wouldn't be worried about who's looking at you. So targeting people for making complaints in the first instance, whether no matter who they are, is a fucking shit mentality. It's toxic. it's damaging, but we're going to talk about it. Okay, so so I was becoming aware that management really believed me. They treated me like shit. On my last 2 days there, it was horrific. The way I was treated wasn't nice at all. I don't even really want to go into that because it just, I had colleagues that saw it and they were just amazing. That place had, well, I don't know, so what did that do? Having people attack my professional reputation with untrue rumours when I've worked hard to be where I am. I've studied, I've got 2 careers essentially. I'm 1 paper away from getting my teaching certificate to add to my collection. It fucked with my confidence. It made me question who I could trust or who was talking about me. It made me feel really insecure in my professional identity. And I'm just a trainee teacher. It's actually a really awful thing to have happen to anyone, but so early when you're trying to finish your qualification, I guess. And it got to overthinking. It just, and some of these things are symptomatic of PTSD, like the flashbacks. It took me back to a place when I left my social work career and what happened there. So I was having to work hard to distinguish what's there, and try and stay grounded. The anxiety and the avoidance as I try and work through this through my head, and it's untrue statements. So so I, in the last week alone, just this last week, was invited to 2 things, and I was looking forward to both of them, and I couldn't go because the effect on me and everything I've been carrying just caught up with me, and that's shit. That's really, really shit. It's shit for my family that wanted to spend time with me. It's shit for my friend on Saturday night who made a huge effort to put on a Halloween party. And Jolene, if you're watching this, I do love you and I'm really sorry. It's shit. It's a shit burden. And it affects those people because I reckon that sometimes people think you don't want to be there, or you're just, and it's not that at all. It's a struggle within your head, and in this case, it didn't need to happen. Any of this anxiety, any of this stress. I mean, I had a full-time, I got offered a job to go to once I left that place, and I just wasn't even in the space to start it because of all these horrible rumors and the shit that was being said about me. So I guess when I think about my granddad and my grandparents and the values that they installed or tried to install in me, I can recall, this is my granddad's office he used to work from, and you can't see it in this picture, but there's a thing on the wall, and it used to say, "What are you saying? Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it helpful? And is it kind?" And I'm just really reflecting back on that and how important what we say about people and what we say about things is. In time, I will bounce back and I will get my confidence, and I'm trying to get a plan together. But it's been horrible. It's soul destroying. It really, really is soul destroying. And if you're one of the people that said this shit about me and you're watching this, shame on you. Absolute fucking shame on you. This is, yeah, horrible. So when we talk, we shouldn't talk about people, really. Quite simply. But people do talk about people, and I'm just bringing this video to your awareness because some people carry things that are invisible, like PTSD, like, what else is invisible? Depression, anxiety, bipolar, autism. There's just lots and lots of things that you wouldn't know that people carry in their lives every day. And when vindictive and type people go around just shooting their mouth off, it actually does have an effect. I'm a person, I've got a family, I've got a life, and if you want to take shots at my professional reputation, essentially you're taking shots at my career and the way I earn my money. And unless you're prepared to pay my bills, pay my rent, and yeah, shut your mouth. Essentially, yeah, but okay, I've had a lot of messages and a lot of support after my Facebook post this morning, which has been beautiful. I really wasn't expecting it. I just posted that simply to set the record straight and to, just to ease any doubt that people had. Like, did Sarah say that? What was said? I mean, it's irrelevant. You know what? It shouldn't even matter. But I'm working through it all. A lot of anxiety has happened, and it's been a really horrible situation. I didn't do the things that they said, and that's okay. And I guess I'm starting to repeat myself, and that's okay. But yeah, tomorrow's day 2. I went for a run this morning. I want to mention that. So, 7 weeks ago, I started the C2 5K challenge, and the idea of that was to get me off the couch and out onto the street running. In a sense, running 5Ks within 8 weeks. So today I achieved week 7. I started, and that's really cool. I feel really good for that. And it's been really good, actually, having that exercise. I'm a shit runner. I'm slow. I'm not shit. I turn up for myself every time. So I'm not shit, but I'm doing what I do. I'm giving all I got. And I think that if my advice to you, this has been no script. This is all an impromptu video. My advice to anyone is, if you're in a conversation with someone and they're talking out of turn about someone, shut it down. We don't have to write. Think about how you would feel if it was yourself, your professional reputation, your character. And please just shut it down and put that burden where it belongs, because I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Peace. Tune in tomorrow.